What is up guys, it's your boy Swall. I'm here, back with another Classic WoW video for the fresh Classic WoW servers, and if you've been watching my previous two videos, you probably know that Blizzard made a huge mistake recently where they allowed Seasonal Discovery players to queue into Battlegrounds with fresh Classic WoW players, where the fresh Classic WoW players could also buy Chrono Boons, for example, for 20 silver, and then, well, Chrono Boons are usually 10 gold each on fresh Classic WoW, right? So that was mistake number one, and the thing is, they have doubled down on this mistake, and now they have gone back on their own words. They posted a post yesterday, like literally 24 hours ago, and they've already gone back on their word from that post, which is just annoying to see. Like, they're backtracking really fast here, and they're backtracking on something that they shouldn't even backtrack on. They are actually like explicitly telling you to exploit early and exploit often, and exploit early, exploit often, and get rewarded for it. People exploited and they're literally getting rewarded for it. It is insane, and I don't know how Blizzard gets to be that incompetent where they say they're gonna fix something and then literally 24 hours later they're like, nah, we're just not gonna fix it. Like, it's fine. So first of all, here's a blue post from Blizzard themselves after this entire thing became a problem and them telling like how they're gonna fix it. So we have this one right here, the Anniversary of Realms Battleground update. The issue we encountered for the 30 minutes that Battlegrounds were open was thornier than it originally looked. Before we reopen Battlegrounds, we are going to need to do some cleanup that can only be done with realm restarts. We will perform those starting tomorrow, and the timing of them should now be posted in your breaking news. Regarding the Season of Discovery version of Chrono Boons that were briefly available in Alterac Valley, please be advised that these will be rendered functionless on the Anniversary Realms. They can be ignored. I just want to point out that sentence right here. Like, those Chrono Boons can be completely ignored and will be rendered completely like functionless and completely useless. Chrono Boons that are native to Anniversary Realms will not be affected by this, and we apologize for the delay in getting Battlegrounds working properly for everyone, and we appreciate your patience and understanding. Once again, please be advised that these will be rendered functionless on Anniversary Realms. They can be ignored. And then here's a tweet from the Classic WoW developer team themselves, and this is also in a post as well, by the way, about what they have done since those restarts that were just mentioned in that blue post. So let's take a look at this, and you can tell me exactly what you think. So here we go. Greetings, we have been reading your feedback and working on hotfixes that are now live. The Season of Discovery variant of the Chrono Boon Displacer no longer works on a non-Season of Discovery realms. That's good, that's kind of what they said they would do. It would no longer work, right? The Era Chrono Boon on Classic Era / Anniversary Realms now costs 1 gold and sells for 2.5 silver. In the past it sold for 20, I believe, and you could buy it for 10 gold. So reduced price from 10 gold to 1 gold. Now this is a good change, and I'm gonna give them, first of all, props for that good change. It should have been here a long time ago though, I'm just gonna say that, because we've had this in Classic Era for a while now, for example, and this change should have been here from the start, especially on fresh Classic WoW servers. This change should be there from the launch. So I believe that the reason why they're doing this, like, I'm being somewhat cynical here, but they've just been, like, Blizzard has been doing so many dumb things recently. So I'm just saying that one of the reasons why they're doing this is to farm some brownie points. Like, they're farming some positive engagement here, and people being like, oh, finally, thank you Blizzard, we love you again Blizzard, because they can make 100 mistakes in a row and then make one good thing, and people will be like, oh, thank you Blizzard, you are the best company in the world, dude. And then we have on Classic Era / Anniversary Realms, Chromie now exchanges the Season of Discovery variant of the Chrono Boon for the Era version. Now this is the part that I don't like. This right here. Chromie exchanges the Season of Discovery variant of the Chrono Boon for the Era version, which means if you had the Season of Discovery one, which should have been rendered useless, right, from, for example, this post right here, which, let me just bring this up in a different window here so we don't have to crop, like here, please be advised that these will be rendered functionless. They would not have a function. Like, they would be rendered functionless, their own words by the way, like literally no function for them. Well, at the moment, their function is being traded for a regular boon, which works as a boon. So literally, it's still a boon. I don't know where the functionless comes in here. And the same text is on their forums as well. Like over here, we have the same text once again, just in case, like, do you think that Twitter account is like a fake or something? Like, this is on their forums. And if you scroll down here, we have a couple of comments about this as well. Like, first of all, the fact that the Chrono Boon is 1 gold now instead of 10 is in fact a net positive. Like, that is a long-term net positive for these realms and makes it easier for everyone to be able to afford Chrono Boons. Now, that being said, it's a gold sink that is no longer that big of a gold sink, literally 10% of the old gold sink. So that gold sink just helped take gold out of the economy, which now means if you're like, for example, a gold maker or investor, inflation is gonna hit even harder now, because while, like, let's just say each week, 10,000 gold was taken out of the economy before, because of Chrono Boons, now it's gonna be 10% of that, so like 1,000 gold, and what the number here actually is depends on the server you play, and how many guilds are actually raiding, right? So if you have, let's just say, 100 guilds raiding of 40 people each, that is like 4,000 people, right? And then they are all using Chrono Boons, that is a lot of gold being thrown down the sink, literally a gold sink. Now, once again, this is a net positive, I believe, and it could lead to some pretty insane inflation as well, so keep your investments in mind here. But also, this one right here, like, a lot of people were talking about this as well, where people are not really that happy that people that are exploiting are literally getting rewarded for exploiting. I did see a comment a little bit ago here, don't really know where that was, but there was a comment about this as well, where people are, once again, not really that happy. It could have been deleted, like, actually, because it was right about here. Yeah, so instead of making them useless, like you said, you let people who bought for 18 silver, 1-to-1 trade them for 1 gold boons. So even now, like, if you bought a bunch of boons in Alterac Valley, they are still functioning, you just trade them in for a regular boon. Like, what the fuck? Blizzard, I'm sorry, but what? You literally said in your own post you would render them useless. The word, like literally here, functionless, not a single function. Functionless on the anniversary realms. And what you did instead was literally give them a function to be able to trade them for a regular boon, which means the Season of Discovery boons are literally regular boons. I don't know. I'm mad. Yeah, and it's like, I'm not really that mad about the situation itself, it's more about the way Blizzard handled everything, where, first of all, people were asking for rollbacks, which I can see why that didn't really happen, because some people didn't participate in Alterac Valley, and let's just say you were doing a raid at the time, or like leveling a character at the time, getting rolled back for that would have been a little bit sad, but if they targeted anyone who entered Alterac Valley, like once again, Blizzard has access to the back line here, so they can see who were doing what, and they could roll back everyone who did an Alterac Valley in that time span. Literally a targeted character rollback, which should be possible. I'm not a game developer, but I really believe that should be possible, because they can once again see what everyone is doing, and they should be able to do something like that. And even if they can't, alternative number 2 is to give those people a temporary short-term ban for exploiting as well, because once again, those people, they knew they were exploiting. Like, when you have access to a Season of Discovery Chrono Boon for 20 silver, and it's usually 10 gold on your server, like, you already know that's an exploit in itself. And alternative number 3, they could have literally, like, when you go to the auction house right now, you will see 2 different boons. You will have this one, that is the Classic Era boon, and this one is the Season of Discovery boon. It even says Season of Discovery on it right now. And what they could do here is go into the database of anniversary servers and delete this item ID. Or literally make it unusable, like grey it out so you can't do anything with it. Which they pretty much have done, but then they have also allowed you to trade this 1-to-1 for this. So people who exploited and bought these Chrono Boons are literally being rewarded for doing so. It is exploit early, exploit often, and get rewarded for exploiting. And it's just, Blizzard is so inconsistent on their own policies here, because they tell you directly to don't exploit. Like, do it at your own risk and don't do it at all, expect getting banned, and in this case, you're literally getting rewarded for exploiting. Like, make it make sense, please? And it's like, another reason why I'm pissed about this is the fact that once again, they said in their own words that these boons would be rendered functionless, So like, going back to the blue post, I've talked about this twice already, but I'm highlighting it one more time. Please be advised that these will be rendered functionless on the anniversary realms, and they can be ignored. In this case, they were not rendered useless and not rendered functionless. You could literally trade these boons 1-to-1 for the regular boons. So like, it's just a little bit of a sidestep to get very cheap boons. I'm so done. Like, honestly, I'm so done. This is making me mad. I'm pissed. I know I shouldn't be, but how can you be this incompetent? Actually, though. Yeah, I honestly don't know what to say. Like, I'm pissed and I'm mad. I'm still enjoying playing the game, but like, I can't stand the way they're, like, the developers here, the way they're handling the game. I am this close to just switching to Turtle because of the way the developers are acting, or going back to retail, which hopefully has a little bit different developers, and like, going back to retail, like, only focusing on that game. I don't know, like, I still enjoy playing the game, but the way they're handling everything makes me more and more, like, less liking the game every single day, basically. And I don't know what to say. Like, let me know your thoughts on the situation down below. Once again, I'm just shocked that they can say one thing, and then the next day they do the completely opposite in a blue post about a big situation that was a very big mess up on their part. Either way, once again, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, I guess, and subscribe for more content. As always, thank you for watching, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.